Hi all, so I'm going to show you how to do this origami box. It's just a traditional Japanese origami box. Let's see if it'll like. They're actually made exactly the same way with the same size piece of paper. This one has just got an ever so slight change in the distance you fold to make it that millimetre bigger needed to fit inside. That's all it takes. So what you need is some origami paper. Yellow and blue on top, so we're going to go with yellow and blue for the bases this time. So you take your yellow. Mine are the same side, same colour both sides. I know a lot of origami paper has a white side. I think in order to get the colour on the outside you need to do the folding on the inside, but I don't know. I've always worked with the same colour paper, so I'm afraid that, that's going to be trial and error for you guys. But all we're going to do to start with is fold the paper in half up, or fold it down. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to unfold it again in a minute. I'm using my bone folder because it just gives nice crisp edges. So we're going to open it up and then we're going to fold the paper in half the other way. So these are the straight folds, not diagonal, for those who are listening and not watching. So we're just folding on the straight, no diagonal use. Again, unfold that, and we have a cross in the middle. Now we're going to take the point, and we're going to take it into that middle. So this is folding each point into the centre. I'm going to do that for all four corners. So fold the point into the centre. Each one should follow the fold lines that you've done, so the outside edges will go onto those middle fold lines. So they're a good guide. Try to get as good a point as you can, because the more accurate you're folding, the better the final piece. I'm sorry if this bone folder noise grates you, I know it does some, but I prefer to use the bone folder because it does give a much better finish. Okay, so now we've done that, we're going to fold the outside edges into the centre there. So fold that one down, and then we'll fold this bottom one into the centre as well. And we're going to open them up, and then we're going to do the same with them. So I turn it around so that we now have the top and bottom again, and we're just going to fold them in. But you can do it on the side. We're just making sure that all four sides have been folded into the centre. So they're all in. Then we're going to open that back up there again. What we're going to do is just take the side ones here and unfold just those ones, and then lift up the two folds that you did there. You see that? And then these ones we're going to fold it inwards. So if we lift it up, this little triangle here, you want that to fold in on both sides. Make sure folds in. If it will behave. There we go. What you want to do is that line here, this inside square, that's where the bottom of the base thing is. So that's the one you want to fold up. So you can see this is poking in here. And as long as you've got the point correct, that one will fold in. So they're all folding. If I turn it sideways, hopefully you can see how they're folding down into it. See that? That's what you want. So that then stands up. And then you'll notice that there's a crease line in the middle of these triangles, and that's going to fold down across there and then all the way down, and your triangle flap there will fold out. So just give a little maneuver so that that crease line is straight along, and then push that in there, and that's one side done. See how that's folded down in it? So we're going to do the same thing. So these little squares here and the triangle here, they're all going to fold inwards so that this goes up. See, so it's kind of sandwiched in there, and then you're going to, that fold there is your new point, so you're going to fold that down, give it a little wiggle to make sure your insides are all lined up correctly, and then that folds down and into there. And just, I use the bone folder tool to press along those edges to make sure that they're fully in place. And that is your box complete. Now you could just glue that down so it stays, but it will stay. If your folds are pretty strong, that will stay in there. But that is your completed box. Now to make the lid is the same process with one minor difference. So we're going to do the same as we did. We're going to fold in half again. Do and fold the other way so that we've got the cross in the middle. That's what we're creating. So open up, and again we're going to fold these points up to the centre. So everything's the same at this point. Make sure you get those perfectly straight edges. Okay. Now, the difference here is when we're doing this fold in, before we folded right up to that centre, because we need to make the box ever so slightly bigger to fit on top, we're not going to fold into the centre, we're going to fold just off of the centre. Can you see there's the centre, and we're folding just off of it, so very minor. I'll do a closer up bit once I've done them so you can see. So we're folding just off the centre of both of them. See how there's a gap there? That's going to help make the box that little bit bigger. So do the same on the other side. So undo and go. Try to get them roughly the same. So that will keep the box square. I'm not particularly good at eyeballing size, so mine might be slightly off. Yours will probably be a little better than mine. We've done the same thing, so then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to open up that one on the sides, lift up those sides, and pop this in. Make sure they fold inwards. So yeah, it can be a little fiddly to get it to go where you want. Just kind of gently encourage it. And up. And then again, you fold down and over. Just make sure you gently work it down. That's your one side done. Same again this side, so gently encourage up on that fold. So that goes in. So see that there? And again, you want to just encourage it to go down, making sure you're getting those little triangle pieces that are folded in all the way down. Make sure they're in and you've got good tight corners. And then you take the one you did earlier, which is slightly smaller, and it just slides on nicely. And that's the only difference, is the minuscule minimum little fold that you don't fold to the centre, and that creates your top and your bottom. And it just fits in. So they're really simple to make, and they make great little boxes for gifts, for earrings or little brooch or lucky stars, if you want to put a bunch of lucky stars in there. But they're really good, and I think they look quite pretty on your dressing table to keep jewellery in as well. If you make them with some really pretty papers, you can have a lovely collection of boxes. But nice and simple to make. I hope you've understood everything. If you haven't, do put questions down in the comments and I will try my best to answer anything that you don't quite get. Okay, so I hope that's helpful, and I'll see you all later. Bye.